possession here. This is tied at 73. Jamison K with a two-handed slam.
Cook, back-to-back games that went down to the final possession without the ball in your hands. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling stressed, man. These games are stressful, right? 3 of the last 4 games, right? Kingsville went down to the last minute as well on the road, and then obviously a tough Mary's game, and then this one against Angelo. Angelo, whatever their league record is now, it was 6-8, now 6-9. They have battled through some things during the season. And nobody wants this team right now. They won 3 in a row. They're tough. They're competitive. They got. I knew that this would be a battle tonight.
Slow start offensively in the first half, got down double digits. But when you're looking at like kind of the shot quality, the looks that you guys are getting, and blocking on defense, how much do you work in the way of adjustments at halftime, and how much do you just hope that the averages kind of even out?
Yeah, I didn't love our shots. They were physical and aggressive, which wasn't a shock. I mean, we just played this on Monday, right? A similar type of aggression. I didn't love our shots. I thought they knocked us off our spots. I feel like we were a little surprised with their aggression, and I'm not sure why. And the ball wasn't moving, and with the shots that we did have, I mean, I don't know when's the first half that we didn't make a 3, right? But the fact that it was 5 and we didn't have our fastball offensively, I thought that that was a good sign. And they banked in a 3 there at the end, all right, which made it 5. But I thought we got our bearings a little bit better in the second half. The ball was moving a little bit, and shoot, I felt like toward the end of the game in overtime, we didn't have many empty possessions.
Jamison K, 20 points for 3 straight games, double digits in 6 of his last 7, I believe. How different are you a team when he's being that aggressive and when he's looking for?
He came out today for about 2 minutes in the first half, and I think the lead, I have to go back and look at it, I think it went from a 1-point game to a 7-point game. And that's no knock on the guys that came in for him, it's not. But just his importance on both sides of the ball, his maturity. J-Mo has been outstanding. I can't, his progression as a player, his progression as a leader, his progression in maturation over the last 3 years is outstanding. And if you meet his family, you know why. Now, he has been a really important player for us.
St. Mary's game, you said drop a play for Ryder. You just felt like you got up to Ryder at any given time. It could also be for Blake. Blake had the big floater down the stretch.
Yeah. It's just a feel, like what is going to work. Obviously, we're trying to keep, Ryder can get downhill. You saw Rob Conrad play 31 minutes because it was a game that they weren't just going to let shooters just come out off of actions and shoot. So there has to be some things going to the basket. That's why, and Rob was really good today. We get Ryder downhill. Ryder's just 18. And we forget that he's just he's not even 19 years old yet, and he's been so important for us.
Talk about the 2 young guards you had, not just on offense and making plays downhill like they did today, but defensively.
Those guys are tough, right? And, Coach Taroba's done a great job on the defensive end. And, we had to go to plan A, plan B, plan C to how we're going to guard these guys. Because they're big, they're physical, screen, roll, like so many different angles and actions that we needed our best on the defensive end. And having the Ryder and Rob in there to impact the ball is important.
And it's becoming increasingly clear that the scouting report on Blake is just get physical, get under him early. Talk about how he's dealt with that. Not efficient tonight, but got to the free throw line to compensate.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna. Blake wants to play, for basketball for as many years as possible, right? So this is something that that he's going to be dealing with for the next decade or so, right? He's so skilled, he's so talented, he's got such a touch around the basket, such a unique, interesting game. So what do you do is just try to physical, get into his legs. He sat all of last year. He's a terrific player, and I'm looking forward to celebrating him on Saturday along with the other guys.
And last question, early part of conference, all nationally ranked teams. It's a different kind of grind, but now it's 3 games in 5 nights, 2 weeks in a row. How do you kind of get through this next stretch?
Yeah, I think it's just I told him how you know, they didn't ask for the ice storm. They didn't ask for bad weather. You know, and you know, the league wanted us to get to the makeups right away, and it's Monday. You know, and we got this Monday, we got next Monday. I think it's 8 games in 16 days, and we're just trying to do. I'm looking at our trainer right now, Amanda Martinez, and she's the MVP on these off days about getting these guys ready, because we're gonna have to do it again against Permian Basin on Saturday.
Thanks, Coach. See you Saturday.
All right, thanks, Jesse.